Talking with the head coach of the Columbia College cross country and long distance track team. I got it. Tim Cornell. Again, congratulations, Emily Schultz, cross country runner of the week, for the AMC conference, a first for the program.
Yeah.
As you continue to grow into the second season now, there's little check marks, little footnotes, little history marks throughout the year that you go back to and go, hey, some personal goals, and obviously that's a big feather in her cap for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun to see her get that award. Very deserving.
Off to Kansas now, the Kansas relays. Talk about what goes into that. Is that similar to the event that was held at the University of Missouri, or different, and how is it different?
Similar in terms of the events. A much bigger and more historic track meet for sure. It's been around, for almost 100 years, I believe. So anytime that you can be involved in a meet of that caliber, it's a lot of fun. So the field sizes will be quite a bit bigger than what we saw this past weekend. More heats of races, more athletes running for the win, and hopefully faster heats for us to get in and hit some national qualifying marks.
And who are you bringing, and who gets to race in that one?
Sure. Well, Emily, while she's hot on the topic, is going to go run a 5K for us. Devin Sander, Riley Fader, and Tommy Skoski are all going to run 1500s. So we've got 4 athletes going to that meet.
And that's those events, and then they qualify at that point, and they get an automatic bid if they qualify for where?
For the NAIA National Championships, and it's all based on time. So if you run a fast enough time, they take you to the National Championship meet, and you get to compete for that National Championship.
And there's some conference meets coming up too, as far as down the postseason division. That's always because like golf, I mean, you're competing all year round. There's some in the spring, some in the fall.
Right. So that conference meet is coming up April 26th, and it's at Columbia Battle High School. So a local meet for us. Hopefully we can get some people out. It's going to be a tremendous meet. We're hoping for good weather, but everybody in the AMC is coming down. So Park University, William Woods University, Missouri Baptist, Hannibal LaGrange, and even Lindenwood Belleville, who will be a new addition next year, is going to come and compete as an exhibition team.
I think a lot of folks got to see Battle High School and the facilities for the first time. The Columbia College softball team ended up with a makeup game out there against Harris Stowe here a couple weekends ago, and Joe Henderson, who used to be an assistant for Wendy Spratz, their high school girls softball team, and there was a lot of Cougar fans that were saying, wow, this is a heck of a complex. And so that'll be that whole day with the meet out there.
Yeah, we're going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning with the men's and women's 10,000 meters, and we're going to go all the way until about 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night. So come out. The schedule should be posted on the website shortly, and we're going to have a great day.
ColumbiaCougars.com. Then there's another indoor meet, right, that you're jumping to as well, coming up here in the future?
No indoor meets until next indoor season.
No, I'm wrong. Yeah. I said outdoor, said indoor.
Hey, that's okay. We've got a couple more things coming up. After KU relays, we take the conference meet, and then we're going to take a weekend off and go to Chicago area to North Central College. And they're a Division III powerhouse, put on great meets, and it's really what we call a last chance qualifier. Get in some races where people just get together and they're trying to run fast. The emphasis is not necessarily on winning those. It's getting under those time qualifiers in the last weekend that we have to do so.
And then the national tournament.
Exactly.
And where is that located?
It's in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Hey,
so
all right.
If it doesn't get warm here, then it'll be warm in Gulf Shores, and we'll get some good weather eventually.
I don't think they get many April, May snow showers in Gulf Shores.
No, I haven't been checking the weather, but I bet you're right.
And again, that all comes down to personal times, and then is the difference again between an individual placing and a team. How does that work as far as the national tournament?
Sure. So there are teams that are competing for track and field national championships. We're not one of them. That's not one of our goals currently. We're simply trying to take our best athletes and put them against the best athletes in the NAIA. It's what we did at the indoor championships. Lindsay came out third in that 5K. We're hoping to have similar results when we take a few kids down to the outdoor track and field championships.
Practice, does it get different? Obviously the weather is slowly getting better, we think, until knock on whatever, so we don't get more snow. Just when you think, yeah, like you said, we had the weather on Saturday was unbelievable with 80s and then snow on Monday. But with all these different events, obviously all of the athletes, whether they qualified for those events or not, are practicing and working on their times. How does that change your routine with the practices?
Sure. I think it changes more just based on where we're at in the season. most of the hay is in the barn, as we say. So most of the work has been done, the fitness has been gained. There's not a whole lot that we can do in the last 3 or 4 weeks to improve fitness dramatically. But there are things that we can do in terms of giving rest, getting proper sleep, nutrition, hydration, all of those things. So the emphasis becomes those instead of just going at the training as hard as we can, as long as we can. We're really tapering and getting ready for those national championships.
And we've talked about how mental the sport of running and racing is. You mentioned sleep, and I'm thinking as a college student and an athlete, finals are just around the corner. You're thinking to summer vacations. You're thinking of whatever it may be, graduation. Who's for those. How do you keep them focused on the task at hand?
Sure. Well, I like using elite athletes as the model for what we're trying to do. And I think if you study elite athletes and look at what they do well, they are very good at setting a routine that works for them and sticking to that routine. And that's what we emphasize with our student athletes, finding a routine that works for you. There is no one set way. Some people sleep best between midnight and 8. Some people like me go to sleep at 9:30 and wake up at 6:30. It's just personal preference. But finding those methods that get you prepared not only to race, but to do well academically and be a social contributor.
At this point in the season, down the stretch, as they say, what's the one thing that maybe surprised you about where your athletes have taken this program?
They surprise me every day just with what great kids they are, and that's the most surprising and the most fun thing. I listened to sports talk radio, and John Calipari was on, and he's got a new book called Players First, and the theory made a lot of sense to me, and thinking about our athletes in that way was a lot of fun, and just what great kids they are. So that's the thing that surprised me the most.
And again, yeah, it's already almost to the end of a second season already, and now you start to build for the future. Good luck with all the non-indoor meets, as I misread my note. Why would you be indoors when it's gorgeous like this? Well, good luck. And again, what is the date again on the big conference matchup out at Battle High School?
April 26th, 9 o'clock in the morning.
All right, check it out. It's this big Saturday, ColumbiaCougars.com. Find out more on the events for cross country and long distance track and field down the stretch. Coach, thanks for your time again. Good luck. And maybe one of these episodes we'll have to attempt a steeplechase on the show and see how that goes.
I'm ready whenever you are.
I'll bring my floaters and it'll be a good time. Thanks for watching Cougar Coaches Show here on MediaCom Channel 22.